everybody, I'm Joe the UCX guy. And why should you consider getting a UCX from E-MetroTel? You may be considering upgrading your current Nortel system. Say you have a BCM or a Norstar system. You're probably thinking, well, Nortel's no longer around, they're not in business, but my trusted partner Callisto that I bought my Nortel system from, I wonder what kind of options they have for upgrading these phones. And a lot of vendors out there that formerly sold Nortel products will tell you that you need to go with the IP office, which is located down there on the second shelf. The IP office is a very good product. It's a good replacement product. The phones operate more like Avaya phones. You know, they still have their functionality, but they do definitely function more like an Avaya phone when it comes to things like parking. They're not familiar Nortel style things that Nortel users have come to love. Like, for example, when I get a call to this phone right here, and then I press park, feature 7.4, I get more like this long code that is pretty unfamiliar to the Nortel users in the world. So I don't even remember what that code was. Let's see. I don't know anymore. It's laborious to remember, but once you're used to it, and if you're used to using the IP office, it is a good solution. But a nice thing about the UCX is, let's say we get a call parked to this UCX phone right here, and we answer it, and we press feature 7.4, it parks it just like on a BCM system. I set my zones to 525, but you can set it to 501, 101, whatever you want. So now I just go 525, and I have the call back. And so let's talk about another additional cool feature that the Avaya Red doesn't have right now, and not saying that they won't ever introduce it, but it is a pretty cool functionality of the UCX. Now see how I have this UCX phone here on my E-MetroTel switch. Well, it's actually a UCX Norstar phone. Behind me, you'll see I have a variety of phones from this 1165E to an 1150E to an M2008, M2616, 1200 series phones, 1140E, 11 over here, an 1120E. I have I2004, I2002. Up there I have a Cisco phone. I have this phone which I took apart just for getting a handset for this video. But if you get an idea and then you look around my place, there's an 1165E over there, an 1165E over there. And not to mention the M3904 series phones that also operate. And my cool collection of vintage rotary phones and a traffic light. But the really cool thing about this whole UCX platform is the fact that I'm using every single type of Nortel phone, minus maybe the wedge phones from the old SL1 system, which I'm sure if somebody wanted, the E-MetroTel people could get it to work. But let's say you're an existing Callisto customer and you have an option 81C or an option 11E, and all you have to do is basically get your MG1000 cabinet or CS1000 server, hook it in through the cables here. I hook it into the network, and it goes back through to my UCX call server, and I'm able to make and receive calls just like on the Nortel platform, but in addition to the PBX phones, I'm using the K-System phones too. So it's not just limited to that, and I'm also using these wonderful IP phones. So I'll just show you a quick demonstration where I can call between a few of them. So there I am on an M2008. Let's say I want to transfer that over here to the T7316. So let's put it on speaker. So you can hear it. We're going to go transfer. And then I press transfer like I would have just on the Meridian 1. And now I answer that call. And let's say I want to transfer this call over to an M3904. Let's say I want to pick up that call. I can actually go **43904 call, and I can pick up that call. Well, let's show you how I transferred that again. let's say I want to do feature 70, and this is on the UCX phone, 43904, and then transfer, and then here it is, right up here. So pretty cool that I'm using all these different phones. That's where I personally feel that even though the IP office is great, the UCX can even support you more in the fact that you're allowed to use your Unistem series IP phones and all of these other digital phones on the network. Not to mention that I also have a Cisco phone with some Nortel ringtones in it. So pretty cool. So if you have any questions, you need to contact Callisto, Callisto Communications. You'll see their information at the beginning of this video. And I'm Joe, the UCX guy, and have a great day.